VC, what's going on? It's LJ, and man, what an update. I so lucked out today. Big 8-track score. You gotta see some of these. First of all, what's playing in the background? Big change of pace for me. This is Jimmy Buffett's Living and Dying in 3/4 time. And I was inspired to listen to this today when I watched D. Brown 2190's video, and he had gotten Jimmy Buffett album from Jeff Recordman. And I commented on Dan's video saying, as far as Jimmy's later period, the Parrot Head, Margaritaville, it's completely unlistenable for me. I can't stand it. It's just, for me, it's trash. And when I got into country music not too long ago, classic country music, I was shocked when I ever put this album on and heard it was a Jimmy Buffett I knew nothing about. Very laid back, very country-ish, very relaxing, but not that tropical margarita crap. So definitely check it out. Living and Dying in 3/4 time. Killer album. On to the 8 tracks. So a guy walks into a St. Vincent de Paul store, which is another thrift store here in the US for those that are watching all over the world or those that haven't heard of it. Check this out. Stacks of 8 tracks. Stacks. It's so hard to find them or run into them. It's such a random instance, and anybody that's tried to collect 8 tracks or watched the video that I made on them had the same comment. They're just hard to find. When they show up, you hit big. So without further ado, I present 15 8 tracks, 10 cents a piece. 10 cents. These 8 tracks collectively were $1.50. That's just nuts. Check this out. And the labels on some of these are just pristine. Here's Joe Cocker's Greatest Hits. You know, Joe Cocker 8-track for a dime is worth it with a little help from my friends alone, if not just the quality of the labels, unreal. Here's a cool one that I grabbed because it's a great album and because it's a red audio pack card, which I don't see often. And this is I Got Them Cosmic Blues Again Mama by Janis Joplin. Little bubbling in the label, and the end is a little worn, but overall, still awesome. And that red case is just killer. Great colors on that one too. Here's a near mint copy of Janis's Greatest Hits. And the pressure pads on all of these look fantastic. I definitely think these came from the same well cared for collection. Here's a copy of David Bowie's Diamond Dogs. It's a white cart, which is how I've always seen this, but I've never seen one this nice, whereas it just has a little bit of markings from going in and out of the player, but the labels are just unreal. Here is The Who, Live at Leeds. Unfortunately, the label on this one is a little dirty, but for a dime, I'll take it. Amazing album all day long. Here's a very cool one that I've never seen on 8-track, and this is The Best of the Doors. Just a fantastic condition label and a killer album all the way around. Another one I've never seen on 8-track, here's Stevie Wonder's Songs in the Key of Life. Just look at the labels. They are like immaculate. I never, ever, ever find them this way. And Songs in the Key of Life is just a Stevie masterpiece. Amazing stuff. Here's some cool Johnny Cash ones. This kind of plays into the country thing. This is another red audio pack cart, which is neat. This is Johnny's Greatest Hits Volume 1. The label here on the end is a little rough, but again, for a dime, it wasn't one that was getting left behind. This one kind of blew my mind. This is Johnny Cash's The Baron. I can't recall if this was a soundtrack or not, but what is awesome about this is not only is it in phenomenal condition, but this is from 1981, and at that point, 8-tracks were all but toast. 8-tracks from that era, or that period in the early 80s, tend to fetch ridiculous money. I've seen Iron Maiden Killers, believe it or not, on 8-track once, and I believe the person wanted $500 for it. I don't have it. Jefferson Starship, Earth. Another amazing album by Starship, and this one is just in beautiful shape. Unreal how nice the labels are. And even for a white cart, that is clean. And any residual dirt, I could easily get off. Here's the worst of Jefferson Airplane. Some earlier airplane material. Again, in nice shape. The label's a little tough, but nice. This was a really cool rarity. Here's Johnny Cash at Folsom Prison and San Quentin. So this appears to be both of Johnny's prison albums on one 8-track cartridge. And what's neat is if you look, I have both of these on vinyl, and you can see here's the, this is the vinyl cover for At Folsom, but behind it you can see the blue shadow picture, and that's the cover of San Quentin. So that was pretty clever marketing or sticker for this particular card. It says Shadow, both vinyl covers. And like I said, I've seen Folsom on 8-track, and I've seen San Quentin on 8-track, but I've never seen both pieced together, and this is just in A+ condition. It's crazy. Here's another later one. This is 1980. This is Johnny Cash, Rockabilly Blues. You know, normally I'd have to say if I saw a stack of Johnny Cash 8-tracks, I probably wouldn't grab them, but being later period and being in this phenomenal condition for a dime, hell no, I wasn't leaving them behind. One more Johnny Cash one, it was there, I was there, is Johnny Cash Silver. I've not heard this album before, but again, it's neat. It's a gray pack. It's from '79, so I have high hopes for it. And the last one I found, and I would have grabbed this one anyways, here is the man Waylon's Greatest Hits. Lonesome, Ornery, and Mean. It doesn't get much better than that. The good old balladeer Waylon, and it's in fantastic shape. So that's it. I just wanted to share those with you guys, fellow 8-track heads and everyone that's into 8-tracks. It was just an amazing find, right place, right time. And to get in front of the inevitable question, I said there was a lot. I bought most of them. What I left behind wasn't anything worth writing home about. You're talking Mantovani, Perry Como, Simon and Garfunkel's Greatest Hits, just nothing good. I definitely grabbed the good stuff. Like I said, it was a St. Vincent de Paul store. We talk a lot about Salvation Army, we talk a lot about Goodwill, Savers, Value Village. Very rarely do I hear the name St. Vincent de Paul's. There's another vinyl community member, Bike Beer Run, and I've heard him mention it before, so I think he has a few out his way, over towards the West Coast, but there's only one here in Massachusetts that I know of, and I don't get there often. I just happened to pop in, and there they were, and I was like, whoa! Beat off everybody that isn't racing me to them. I guess I can take my time. That's it. Hope you guys enjoyed. Take care. Ciao.